We're tracking another dangerous trend on Government Matters, the meteoric rise of cyber attacks. This week, some of the nation's top cyber officials inside and outside of government got together in Washington to try to get ahead of the curve. Our Diane Cho reports from FireEye's Government Forum 2016.
First, it was the IRS, then the Office of Personnel Management. It's no longer a question of if an agency will be hacked, but when.
A lot of people, will still ask, how do we solve this problem? We won't solve this problem. It's going to be a cat and mouse game for the foreseeable future.
FireEye held a government forum this week with top leaders in federal cybersecurity to try and get a handle on what's happening in the cyber realm today.
Security people quite often will say that users are part of the problem. Well, there's no need for an IT infrastructure or a security team if you don't have users, because the users are part of the mission. So the point is, we need users engaged in security awareness.
As reports of ransomware attacks grow across the country, Tony Cole of FireEye sees a much bigger potential problem on the horizon. He says it's far worse.
I think what we're going to start to see more and more of that's very challenging and quite scary are terrorists garnering cyber capabilities for destructive attacks. So I think we're going to see more attacks on critical infrastructure, especially the electrical grid.
Cybersecurity is such a big priority for Virginia Governor Terry McAuliffe that he wants to restructure the education system to accommodate it, exposing more high school students to data analytics and computer science because he says demand for cyber skills is outpacing supply.
The demand for cyber workers is expected to reach 6 million by 2019 with a projected shortfall of 1.5 million folks. There are more than 209,000 positions today unfilled in the United States of America. Are you kidding me?
In the Commonwealth of Virginia alone, he says there were 19 million attempted attacks detected in 2014. The governor says the state blocked more than 524 million spam messages.
We know about the Anthem breach. We had 110,000 state employees in Virginia were on the Anthem system. 3 of my 5 children, their data was taken.
With no end in sight, experts like Cole want government to be proactive and leverage its intelligence capabilities to protect people at the federal, state, and local levels.
The biggest, intelligence apparatus probably globally is the United States government. And I think we need to actually focus that even more on cybersecurity than we have today to gather lots of that intelligence from what adversaries, would-be adversaries, are going to do on a continuous basis and actually ensure that we're utilizing that information.
For Government Matters, I'm Diane Cho.